One intriguing and lesser-known story tied to Labor Day in U.S. history involves the contentious origins of the holiday and the mysterious rivalry between two men with strikingly similar names, Matthew Maguire and Peter J. McGuire. Both are credited with proposing the first Labor Day in 1882, and the debate over who deserves the title of Father of Labor Day has persisted for over a century, with some odd twists. The story begins in New York City, where the first Labor Day parade was held on September 5, 1882, organized by the Central Labor Union, CLU. Around 10,000 workers marched from City Hall to Union Square, demanding better working conditions, shorter hours, and recognition of their contributions during the Industrial Revolution's grueling era. The event was a bold statement, as many workers risked their jobs by taking unpaid leave to participate, and the parade was fueled by both solidarity and, reportedly, a fair amount of beer. Here's where it gets odd. Matthew Maguire, a machinist and secretary of the CLU, is often cited as the mastermind behind the parade. He was a practical boots-on-the-ground union man from Paterson, New Jersey, with ties to the Knights of Labor. Some sources, including a 1894 opinion piece in the Paterson Morning Call, hailed him as the undisputed author of Labor Day, claiming he deserved the souvenir pen for its creation. Yet Peter J. McGuire, a carpenter and co-founder of the American Federation of Labor, AFL, also staked a claim. Peter, a more prominent figure in the national labor movement, said he proposed a general holiday for the laboring classes after seeing labor parades in Toronto, suggesting the first Monday in September as a practical date between July 4th and Thanksgiving. The oddity lies in the confusion and possible conflation of these two men due to their near-identical last names. Some historians, like Linda Stinson, a former U.S. Department of Labor historian, have noted that the similarity led to mix-ups over the years, with people blending their stories. There's even a quirky theory, unsupported but floating in some accounts, that the two might have been brothers, though no evidence backs this up. Adding to the mystery, Matthew Maguire's claim gained traction locally in New Jersey, where he was celebrated, but Peter McGuire's national prominence gave him the edge in broader narratives, especially after his AFL speeches popularized the holiday's ideals. What makes this story compelling is the lack of definitive proof. Records from the 1880s are spotty, and the CLU's internal documents don't clearly name one man over the other. Some speculate the rivalry was exaggerated by competing unions. Matthew's CLU and Peter's AFL were not always aligned, turning a practical idea into a point of pride. In a strange twist, both men attended the 1882 parade, reportedly without public rancor, suggesting they might have been bemused by the debate. Another curious layer. When President Grover Cleveland signed Labor Day into law as a federal holiday in 1894, it was partly a political move to appease workers after the violent Pullman strike, where federal troops killed over a dozen strikers. Cleveland deliberately chose September over May 1st, International Workers' Day, to distance the holiday from socialist and anarchist movements tied to the Haymarket Affair of 1886. This decision added a political oddity to Labor Day's origin, as it was framed as a safer celebration, sidelining more radical labor voices like those of Matthew Maguire, who had socialist leanings. The story of Labor Day's dueling founders is a fascinating mix of historical ambiguity, union politics, and a touch of Gilded Age drama. It's a reminder that even a holiday now associated with barbecues and sales began with a messy human struggle and a peculiar case of mistaken identities. If you liked the video, share and subscribe to our channel USA Oddities and click the bell icon for next story from USA History.